Hello and welcome everybody to yet another presentation of Hard Hats TV. We've got another game here today, game number 2 of the day for the Post 22 Hard Hats hosted Firecracker Classic on day 3 of the tournament here. We've got the Rocky Mountain Lobos coming into this game 0-2, but playing two incredibly tough teams, or very tough teams, and then the Rhode Island Post 39 South Kingstown team, who is similarly been granted a very difficult schedule. And it's a very hard tournament, but they are 1-2. So I'm going to write down the lineups. I just now got them. I was a little behind here. I was looking at the Arbor Bank team and Scott's new jerseys, and I don't know how, but they got worse. The jerseys are worse now. I don't know how. Yesterday's were not very good either. I would argue they're some of the hardest looks I've seen in a long time, but these ones are even harder to look at. Quickly posting. I've got the standings ready, but I'm going to post them to the Instagram. Save. X. Switch out. Post story right here. Alright, cool. Follow the Post 22 Instagram and Twitter, and you'll find all of that and other things that I have to share. All go there. Leading off this game for Rhode Island, Brandon Westerfield, the shortstop. Tat Kasabian going to be following up at the 2. First pitch strike. Never mind, ball. Strike 1 now. Located. Taken inside. Westerfield having a great tournament at the plate and at the field. Some of these Rhode Island players staying up kind of late last night watching the Hard Hats Premier game, rooting for Premier. They were disappointed, however, as the Hard Hats made the comeback and walked it off. That's a ground ball right up the middle, and it'll get through the wickets of the defense and the defender. Leadoff single for Brandon Westerfield. We'll get things started for Rhode Island Post 39.
And the base hit brings up number 6, Cat Kasabian.
Cat Kasabian now up. He's also having a good tournament. On deck, Patrick Rhule. That's hit high into left field. That ball moving to the track and off the wall. Kasabian hits a big launching ball. He's heading to third. It might be a close play. It will not. A triple. He does a little yoga pose out there, and Post 39 on the board. A pair of hits to start things out for them. Kasabian with a triple brings in Patrick Rhule, who I believe jokingly told me he was related to Matt, something that my dad kept saying yesterday. Rhode had a big game yesterday. He flares one into right, and it's foul. Now 0-2. Ball taken low. Is that true? Are they allowed to do that? That's hit through into left field, and that'll be fair. RBI single. 3 straight hits to start things out for Rhode Island. Kasabian comes in to score. Rhode with an RBI single. And it brings up Ryan Fuscaldo, one of the members of this team that was in the chat last night for the Premier squad. Got it down just now. First pitch strike. Ball outside taken for Fuscaldo. Ross Frank's little brother Ty Frank on the mound today. He's been getting hit around so far. Still no outs in the inning. 3 consecutive hits started out. A big 2 called for by the ump. Ball taken low. Count now full. Full count. Ball in the dirt. Doesn't even get close to the plate. And that'll bring Fuscaldo to first. Still no outs.
Number 5, catcher, Randall Frank.
Not been a great start here for Ty Frank. It's still only 2 runs though. Needs to get an out. Fortunately, he's facing the super senior Graham LaPlante. So, yeah. That one softly grounded back to the pitcher. Frank throws to first in time. So they do get the first out. LaPlante goes down, but effectively a sacrifice bunt.
Sacrifice bunt brings up left fielder, number 15, Boone Bissett.
Both runners move on. Rule now on third. Fuscaldo on second. And Boone Bissett now up to bat. You could really break this game open with a single here. Bissett now set. Takes the ball in the dirt. Bissett awaits the 1-0. Strike 1 in the middle of the zone. You guys see, does that look any better? No, not really. We're going back to white. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to change the color of the text. 1-1. Frank delivers a ball in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Rule stays at third. Pick off. He might have gotten him. No, he didn't. The throw up and away, but did catch the runner Buscaldo by surprise. Two one. Fouled away. Now 2 strikes. High ball 3. Count now full. Ball 4. The base is loaded. Rhode Island's taking a lead here. They need to cash in on a few, and they're in business. Gonna have a quick chat. Don't think they're pulling him, but I understand why they would have this chat with Frank. Ball 1. I know we got a second camera now. Pretty cool. I guess I showed it off for you guys. For post 39, I hadn't shown it off for Rocky Mountain. Decided that I'd use the other one as a close-up on the pitching and hitting situation. 2-0 to the big lefty, Will Creed. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That ball gets away from the catcher. Bader Tolar not able to block it, and another run scores. Wild pitch brings in Rule. Buscaldo and Bissett move up a base. Frank's still getting some talk, some words of advice from his older brother. So 3-1. Creed. Strike 2. Breaking ball into the zone. Creed was taken, I believe, there anyways. Full count. Big pitch. Popped up into shallow left. Ross calls for it, and Frank will make the out. 2 outs now. It'll bring up Mark Hutchins Jr.
Mark Hutchins.
He made a very impressive play on a line drive in the final inning of their game against Pueblo yesterday, catching a rocket immediately after it came off the bat. Hutchins takes ball 1 off the plate outside. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Hutchins awaits the 1-1. That will be worn off the arm, despite his best efforts to get out of the way. And Hutchins will take his base.
They batter brings weight number 1. In center field, Liam Seagal.
Liam Seagal back up, the 9-hole hitter. He is well overqualified for the 9-hole, however. Doing a very good job in this tournament. Ty Frank gives him a fastball down the middle. He'll stare at it. Strike one taken. No balls, one strike. Swung on and lifted into center. That'll drop. 1 run will score. Rounding for home is Bissett. And the throw to the cutoff man. They try to throw to third. It's offline as well. Both runners stay on a favorable bounce off the padding. And post 39 makes the lead 5-0. 2-run single from Liam Seagal brings back up Westerfield, who started off this inning. Ty Frank just getting slapped around right now by this Rhode Island post 39 squad. South Kingstown putting up a monster first inning. Westerfield started us out with a single, an infield single, up the middle. Still the top of the first. Ty Frank not out of the inning yet. 1-0 count. Curveball swung on and a little bit early. Fouled away. Kasabian on deck. He had the triple to start the scoring off in this game. But Westerfield, a very dangerous bat as well. Over 4 hits in this tourney now. Frank, fastball, taken, called strike. And the catcher, Badr Tolar, hesitates just a second. Liam Seagal able to steal second. It is called a strike. He probably hesitated at the fact that it was called a strike because it didn't look like a strike. At least from my vantage point. 1-2. That one's outside for a ball. Westerfield correctly deduces. Got Premier West versus Scott on deck later today for game number 3. Clouds starting to get a little bit darker, but looking pretty good right now. Westerfield lines one into left, and it gets through. 1 run will score. Rounding for home is Seagal. And Westerfield brings in 2 more. A monster first inning here for post 39. 7 runs off Ty Frank in the top of the first. They came to play again. 2 more RBIs for Westerfield. Hutchins, Jr., and Seagal both score. Strike 1. Delivered to Kasabian. He hit a triple into left field his last time up. Earlier this inning. Frank. Curveball. Fouled away. That curveball just hangs, man. That thing just sits up and down. It's like a slow pitch softball game. I'm sure if you're ahead of it, it'll absolutely get you. But if you can time it up, you can give that thing a ride. You got so much time to see it come. And if you're sitting on it, you can just smoke it. 0-2. Ball in the dirt. Westerfield returns. Kasabian batting over 500 in this tournament. Westerfield takes off. A big swing and a miss, and that'll be the inning. Like I was saying, if you weren't sitting on it, it is a deadly pitch. Ty Frank finally gets the last out of the inning. 7 runs come across for post 37, or post 39. They've got a massive lead entering the bottom of the first, the biggest run inning of any team in this tournament so far. Well, Rocky Mountain has been competitive in all their games so far against 2 teams that are quite impressive. However, right now, they've dug themselves a really deep hole. In that inning, a recap. So in that inning, 5 hits lead to 7 runs. All 7 of them earned to the starter Frank. There are no errors, and 1 man is left on. 7-0 to score. I don't know. Here's a question. They have Quinn Matos on the mound. He pitched in game 1. He was the starter in game 1 against the Expos. I don't know if he sat out the required amount of days for South Dakota Legion. It might be different in Rhode Island, but it feels like he pitched more than 25 2 days ago. I guess it has been 2 days. If he pitched less than 50, he doesn't have to sit this out, but if he pitched more than 50, I think this would be some sort of violation. I don't have this, oh, I do have the specifics because it was an Expos game, so I actually do have access to that game changer. Let's see how many he threw. Because this is a very interesting situation developing here.
Rhode Island, number 21, Quinn Matos. Leading off for the Lobos, playing shortstop, number 14, Ross Frank.
Matos threw 56. This could be some sort of issue. Oh, 1. They're letting him pitch, so that's that. But 56, I don't know if he sat out the required amount of days. Let me look at the Firecracker. Or let me look at the Veterans Classic, because I believe we use those same rules in terms of pitch counts. That's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ross Frank leading off this inning. And strikeout from Matos. We'll bring up Ty Frank, the pitcher, who got knocked around in the top of the inning. So Matos threw 56 according to the game changer. That puts him in the required rest of 2 days. That's a flyout, at least according to the Veterans Classic. I'm not sure of the current one, but he would not be eligible here if it were these are the American Legion pitching rules. I think he's ineligible to pitch right now due to the pitch count and restrictions because he's in the 45 to 60 pitch range, which requires 2 days rest. That's hit high and deep into left. Eli Murphy gaps 1, Finally picked up in center by Seagal. They have a play at third, and he'll be safe.
And a hustle triple brings to plate number 23, right fielder, J.J.
So a
Johnson.
triple from Eli Murphy will bring up J.J. Johnson, the hero last night. Bringing in the tying run, I believe, to force extras against Scott. J.J. Johnson. That ball fouled away. 2 strikes.
Please return all foul balls to the ticket booths. Thank you.
We'll see what happens with this Matzo situation. Popped up into the infield. First baseman gives way, and the play is made.
And after
Tag Kasabian makes the grab.
Rhode 7, Lobos 0.
And that'll be the inning. So despite the triple, nobody scores. 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on. And it's still 7-0 entering the top of the second. According to the American Legion rules that were at least the ones that we were using in the Veterans Classic, required rest 1 through 30 pitches was 0 days. 31 through 45 was 1 day rest. And then 45 to 60 pitches meant that you needed 2 days of rest. Matzos pitched, at least according to our Game Changer records, 56 pitches on the in the game against the Expos on Wednesday, which would mean he would have to sit out until at least Saturday. But I don't know. Right now, he's still out there pitching. I don't know what the situation would be since he's already pitched an inning. But South Kingstown out to a big lead. Ty Frank still on the, or no, never mind. Ty Frank no longer on the mound. Substitution made. Coming in now, number 28, Isaiah Pope.
Leading up the top of the second for Rhode Island, number 14, Patrick Rhode.
So Pope comes in. Patrick Rule now up to lead off the inning. RBI single and a run in the first inning, as did most of the team. And 1-0 count. Inside ball, taken 2 out. Inside ball 3. Three 0 count. That's a strike, taken at the belt. So 3-1 count. Ball 4, taken by Rule. Free base handed out by the new pitcher. Brings in Ryan Fuscaldo. Mercy rule is 8 runs after 5, or 15 at any time past 3. Strike one, delivered on the edge of the plate to Ryan Fuscaldo. He took a full count walk back in the first and scored, just like most of the team. Ball taken at the eyes. Pope seeming a little bit wild. Smacked down the line and foul. I thought I recognized the name. Isaiah Pope, also a college basketball player at Fresno State. Grounded through into right field. Another single. Fuscaldo's first hit of the day. And the first two get aboard safely.
Catcher number 5, Graham LaPlante.
Also played at Dixie State before that. Two on, nobody out. Graham LaPlante, one of the few players not to get on in the first inning. Gonna have his chance now. Strike one. Called on the edge of the plate. LaPlante, super senior, going to Rhode Island College for baseball. A 1. Swung on and lifted into left. That ball might get down. It will into the gap. One run will score. Coming to third right now, Fuscaldo is going to be waved along, and there's no play to happen. 2 more runs score on a double from Graham LaPlante. It's now 9-0, South Kingston.
Bases clearing, 2 RBI double. Brings to the plate left fielder, number 15, Boone Bissett.
What an outing from Post 39 right now. They're hitting everything being offered by the Lobos. That ball. Oh, unlucky. He ducks out of the way, tries to dodge a ball behind him, but it hits his bat anyway. Strike one. Boone Bissett. Very bad stroke of luck there. Grounded. Oh, never mind. Hard hit ball foul. He had a walk in his first time up. Might not happen here. It's 0-2. It might, but it might not. They are warming up another player in the bullpen for the Lobos. Ball high. Taken for the first ball. Shout out to all the Rhode Island people coming out. And those of you watching at home. Happy moment for you guys. Ball high. And he might, he's getting closer to that walk. On deck, the DH, Will Creed. Said it would be 3-1 right now if he had just dropped the bat, I guess, when dodging the play. Strike 3! Pope locates at the top of the zone, gets his first strikeout. And it brings up Will Creed. Another ball. The count 2-0. to Creed. Creed, one of the few lefties in this lineup. Swing and a miss, strike one. He wants all of that, comes up with none. Another ball. And the count moves to 3-1. Strike two on the very edge of the plate. What's going on with my camera? Do I need to I thought it would be fine. There's like nobody on the Wi-Fi. Oh wait, this is it. Ball four. Will Creed takes his base. He will enter the crew that now involves every one of his compatriots.
Number 11, Mark Hutchins.
Everybody in the lineup now has reached base in the first two innings. Up comes Mark Hutchins. He was hit on the arm his first time up. Last inning came around to score. 2 men on, 1 out. Pope going to recollect himself. There you go. Now we're plugged in. That should work. That should help with the Wi-Fi. Mark Hutchins, a hit by pitch and a run. Son of the coach. Also Mark Hutchins. Hit high and shallow, no, in the infield on the right side, caught by Abernathy, and the second out recorded.
Infield fly brings to plate. Center fielder, number 1, Liam Seagal.
Up comes Seagal. He had a 2-run single with 2 outs in the first inning. He could do it again. He also came around to score, stole a base. Has had a pretty good tourney so far. Also making some good plays in the outfield. Strike one. He'll take one off the arm and walk it off to first base.
His batter reaches back to the top of the lineup.
Bases loaded again, and here for the third time in 2 innings, Brandon Westerfield. He has a run, 2 RBIs, and the bases loaded. He's 2 for 2 in this game, but this is his first time facing Pope, I suppose. Infield playing deep, pocket on the opposite side. Ball inside and low. Westerfield hit a worm burner down the left field line his first time up, or in his second time up. The pitcher pretends to throw back. He doesn't have anybody covering though, so kind of an empty threat. Harbor Bank doing some karaoke on the berm. Not real karaoke, like the footsteps movement. Taking high. I don't know why it's called that either, but it's fun. I could do it. Some people call it grapevines or something like that too. That makes a lot more sense to me, but also that's not what I learned when I was learning it, so wrong. Ooh, just inside, almost a strike. Westerfield, Mr. Westerfield talking in the front row. Strike one. He was seeing if he could walk in a run. Couldn't on that pitch. He could possibly, like, just generally. I see it as a, yeah, that could happen. 3-1. Swung on and hit hard but foul. And the count runs full. Westerfield on the tournament. 5 for 12. Previous. So now he is 7 for 14. 7 hits. That's crazy. And strike 3 called. The bases are loaded, but nobody scores in that situation. 2 runs come in on a double from Graham LaPlante, but that'll be all. Second strikeout looking of the inning for Pope. It's 9-0 post 39, commanding lead. We have a new pitcher in. I think they might have figured out that the other guy was ineligible. Maybe. I don't think so. No, that's just Hutchins Jr. going out to third. Okay, yep, walking out to the mound. Liam Seagal. I think Matos was ineligible, so the umpire talking about it. Luckily, a low pressure situation here. So, Matos, even though maybe he shouldn't have been able to pitch, pitches 1 inning. It's scoreless, only allows 1 run, or he only allows 1 hit. No walks, no hit by pitches. Liam Seagal now on the mound, moving from center field. I don't know who's out there now. Let me look. Okay, Matos moves into the field in center. So DH, Will Creed no longer in the lineup. He had his moment, I guess. Matos moves into center. Seagal to the mound. I mean, he's got quite the lead to defend here. A lot of run support, one may say.
Moving into the bottom of the second inning, leading off for the Lobos, number 15, center fielder, Drew Westwood.
Judah Westorp going to lead off the bottom of the second. Seagal reaches behind his head, throws a ball. Ball 2. Westorp, the hero last night, came through with 2 outs, gave him the lead in the top of extras, fouled away. Eventually they'd get walked off by Scott, but, you know, he did his part. Seagal sets, rocks, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Rather tame fastball, swung through and missed. That's hit high into foul territory. Could be playable. Nope. Off the light tower. And still 2-2 count. Fouled away again. Ball taken low. And the count now full. Give you a little pitching angle here. Full count. See how we go. See how it goes. Seagal here against J.J. Johnson. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. Pitch swung on and hit high into center. Matos going back on it. He'll make the play. Out number 1 recorded.
Flat center field bring up catcher, number 18, Hayden Goddard-Tolar. And on the mound for Rhode Island is number 1, Liam Seagal.
Fouled into the glove of the catcher. First swing and a miss for Caden Goddard-Tolar. Goddard-Tolar being the catcher today. He is often the catcher on this team. They hit the umpire. A little uncalled for. But hey. Second ball taken by Goddard-Tolar. Strike 3. Seagal gets the K. 2 down now here in the bottom of the second.
Number 5, first baseman, Ben Kashowski.
Up comes Ben Kozowski, the big lefty. He pitched 7 innings in that game against Scott. Pitched admirably, as long as he could. Did not get a win out of it, though. Strike 1, delivered in the top left corner. Ben, so far in this tournament, 2 for 6. That is not just me counting even numbers. That is 2 for 6. He has struck out 4 times though. So it's either been a hit, a K, or a walk. He's been a full 3 true outcomes guy, except for I guess it's not a home run. So 0-2. Seagal. Fastball outside. So the count now 2-2. Swung on and driven through into right field. A 2-out single keeps the inning alive from Ben Kozowski. The first hit, oh no, second hit of the day
Brings up second baseman
for the
number 27,
Lobos.
Pat Abernathy.
Up comes Abernathy. He is 2 for 5, so doing pretty well.
There's a substitution. It's number 28, Isaiah Pope.
Oh yeah, this is Pope. Almost caught Kozowski. So Isaiah Pope moves into the. So I'm guessing that Ty Frank moves to second. Abernathy now out. It's Isaiah Pope. Abernathy never even really got a chance. He was moved out because of the pitching change before he even got in that bat. Poor guy. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Seagal zips a fastball by Pope. Weiler Lions on deck. That ball fouled back. And now down in the count 0-2. So who moved my camera? Boo! They touched my camera. Anyways, you can still see it though. Just not in the right framing. 0-2 count. Outside ball. I'm going to switch that between innings, by the way. Don't worry. Seagal sets up, delivers. Another ball outside. Premier West manager currently yawning. It must have been I mean, it was a late night. They were playing till at least 10:15. Probably didn't get food at the hotel till like 11. Had to get up early for this, thinking they had an 11:30 game, which they definitely do not. Well, not necessarily definitely. This could be a mercy ruling, so it's currently on track to do so. And quick conference manager, he hides behind the shade of the scoreboard here. This is a big one for Post 39. Really puts them back into the conversation. Not for championship, but for doing really well in this tournament. Payoff pitch. Just got a piece of it. Foul ball. I didn't really hear the dink, but I'm going to trust the ump here. So full count to Pope. Seagal. Has 1K. No walks. Payoff pitch. Popped up and out of play. Back we go. Man on first, 2 outs. A 9-0 ball game in favor of that team in light blue. Pickoff attempt, nowhere close. Don't even have to change the camera for you. Payoff pitch again. Outside ball 4. And now stepping on over to first is Isaiah Pope.
Number 22, Wiley Lions.
He fights for it. An 8-pitch at bat ends in a walk. And up comes Weiler Lions. That's hit hard over to second. Handled. Throw to first in time. Or throw to second in time, and that'll be the final out. 4-6 ground out. 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 2 men left on, scoreless inning in relief from Seagal. And we will go into the top of the third. Post 39, commanding 9-0 lead. We probably won't hit it, but the absolute mercy rule is a 15-run lead, anything after the third. We'll probably play till the end of the fifth, which could take a while. Pope coming back out. I'll go change that camera now.
Leading off, number 6, Jack Kasabian.
Good. All right, I'm back. Apparently it's a 3-0 count. I changed the camera. There's strike 1. Ball 4. And a walk taken by Tat Kasabian.
The walk brings to the plate. First baseman, number 14, Patrick Rhode.
Rather merciful of him, given that he can hit triples on demand. And look, now we're framed up nicely. First pitch, ball 1. Oh, never mind, called. Called strike. Patrick Rule here. He has a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored in this game, as well as 1 RBI. Tat, fast, he can take off, and he will. The throw from Butter Kolar. Got him! Great throw from Butter Tolar. Tag applied by Frank. And out number 1 recorded. Glad that you guys could see that so well. That must have been fun on that camera. I actually do want to see what that looked like. It looks very cool. All right, good. Count now 2-2. Don't worry, guys. I'll switch the camera. Oh, there we go. That ball swung on and hit high and deep into left towards the wall and caught by the center fielder. Ranging over to make the grab is Judo Westdorp, and he makes the grab on the track.
Number 23, left fielder, Ryan Fuscoldo.
So despite a good swing of the bat there for Rhule, he comes up without anything to show for it, except for an out, which I don't think he wanted. Just guessing, though. First pitch, taken high. Ball 1. This is Ryan Fuscoldo. He has a walk, a single, and 2 runs as well. He swings on one, drives it through into left. Sorry, a little late on the switch there. And he'll get a single, a 2-out single, his second hit in a row. Ryan Fuscoldo makes it to base. Now that we have a man on, we will allow the full picture to be shown. Feels like a solid rule. Here's Graham LaPlante. He had a 2-run double in the last inning. That is going to be hit high into right. Should be an easy play, and it is. His hat somehow falls off. Don't even know the physics behind that. But the play is made by J.J. Johnson in right. And nobody scores in the third for post 39.
Score still 9-0.
1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on. No errors for either team in this game. That's pretty cool. Seagal coming back out for his second inning of work. All right, the do up here. I like the rolled up sleeves to show off the biceps from the bullpen catcher. It's Boone Bissett, I believe. Here comes the real catcher. Thank you all for tuning into Hard Hats TV.
Leading off in the bottom of the third inning for the Lobos. Top of the order, number 14, shortstop, Ross Bryant.
That swung on and hit into center. Caught by Matos, and the first out recorded. Oh, shoot. I forgot to change off the camera. My bad. You could maybe even see that, though. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, it was hit to center. Hard to be the scoreboard operator and keep a scorebook and call the game and switch the cameras. But we manage. 1-man show. Oh, 1. Seagal. Fastball swung on and hit into center as well. This one going to get down. And Ty Frank gets another hit. Sorry, he gets his first of the game and the tournament. A 1-out single. The Lobos bring it within 8, and they are no longer in mercy rule territory. That swung on and popped up into center. Matos underneath it. He will make the grab. 2 outs now.
Live 7 brings up Right fielder, number
Okay.
23, J.J. Johnson.
Thank you. So a fly out to center brings up J.J. Johnson. Ball is popped away. Strike one. Johnson flew out to the second baseman his last time up. Ball one. Taken high. Frank has a lead off first. That ball hit squarely but foul. Now 1-2. That's ball two from Seagal. Johnson was 3 for 4 in the last game. He was 3 for 7 on the tournament, now 3 for 8. Seagal gives him one. It's hit down the line but foul, just barely, only by a matter of inches. He struck out once. He flares one, foul territory, not going to be playable. Scoreboard actually has it at 2-2, so giving the ball back to Seagal and Rhode Island. Take it high and outside. Now the count full. Johnson, the payoff pitch. He hits it softly, and it'll find a gap. Knocked down by the shortstop, Weatherfield, but that will not be enough. Westerfield, that is. And an infield single for J.J. Johnson. Keeps the inning alive. 2 hits now in this inning. Runners on first and second. Up comes Judah Westorp. Westorp, the lefty, 2 for 8 overall, batting .250. He skies one into center. Matos thinks he has it, and he does. That'll be the inning. Even if the cloud is going to make it shady over there, he's able to make the play. All 3 outs recorded on flyouts to center. That's kind of odd. 2 hits lead to no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 2 men left on, bringing the total up to 5 for Rocky Mountain. And another shutout inning from Seagal. Post 39 just got their opportunity at the start, used it for everything it had, and are now sort of just coasting, it feels like. Can't blame them. Pitcher warming up again. Isaiah Pope warming up again. Due up for post 39 in this inning. Bassett, Matos, and Hutchins. Some good hard hats supporters here.
Moving into the top of the board, leading off for Rhode Island, left fielder, number 15, Boone Bissett.
Swung on and grounded over to short. Frank handles the throw in time. First out recorded. So Bassett goes down 6-3. First man down.
Ground up, brings up the plate number 21, Quinn Matos.
Matos is back up, or he's up for the first time at bat. He was the pitcher to start the game. Strike one. Ball low. Called strike. Two balls, two strikes. Swung on and hit over the head of the third baseman. Matos gets a single. One out single.
Brings to the plate, third baseman, number 11, Mark Hutchins.
Brings up Hutchins Jr., who has a hit by pitch and a fly out. One of the only players without a hit on the day for South Kingstown. There's only two now. It's him and Bassett. Both of which have a run, though. They've reached base. That ball off the glove of Badr Tolar. No chance of getting him. And eliminating the double play, advancing to second on the wild pitch is Quinn Matos. Premier West getting ready to play against Scott next in Game 3. 1-0. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher. Foul ball. Strike two. Pope steps off the mound. One, two. That ball well high, and he learns his lesson from Boone Bassett. He pulls the bat down. He is not going to leave it back behind his head on a ball above him, lest it be a foul ball. I guess it wouldn't have mattered too much in a 2-2 count, but still. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one softly floated over to third, and the out is made. So Hitchens
Pop out third,
brings up Liam
pitcher,
Seagal.
21, Liam Seagal.
Seagal having a good day. A hit by pitch, a stolen base, and a 2-run single. That's hit hard and through into left by Seagal. 1 run will score. The throw to the cutoff man going to keep him at first, and another run comes in. Double digits now for post 39. Tied for the most in a game by anybody in this tournament. 10 runs on the board in just 4 innings.
Brandon Westerfield.
Up comes Westerfield. Seagal brings in Matos. Seagal also fast. He stole second when he was last on first in the first inning. Though with 2 outs, maybe not. Ball in the dirt, he'll stay put. Westerfield coming up for the 4th time in this game. He is 2 for 3. A strikeout with the bases loaded to end the second, and a pair of singles. He has 2 RBIs and a run. Ball behind him, it gets away from Badr Tolar, and Seagal takes second. Two-0 count. Westerfield, 7 hits on the tournament. 7 for 15, almost 500. He could get back to it with a hit here. Strike 2, or strike 1, sorry. Got a little ahead of myself. Westerfield looks like he has home run power. Why is the camera doing that right now? Anyways. 2-1. He swings on one, hits it over Ross Frank's head, and Seagal going to score on the play. Running for second on the throw in, and safely advancing on the fielder's choice is Brandon Westerfield. He brings in his 3rd run of the game on his 3rd hit of the game. Seagal scores his 2nd run. And Tat Kasabian back up. Kasabian with a triple, a strikeout, and a walk. He was caught stealing as well. Kasabian having a very good tournament. High ball. Kasabian batting over 500 for a guy who didn't even start game 1. 1-0. Low ball taken. Two-0. Up and outside, now 3-0. Ooh, called strike. Just maybe just giving him one. Somebody warming up in the bullpen now for Rocky Mountain. We will have to play the 5th unless 4 more runs are scored in this inning. Ball 4. Oh, sorry, I didn't add the run. It's 11-0. Another walk taken by Tat Kasabian. Now 2 on. I see the memes spreading quickly about Matt Rule being his uncle or something. I found that quite funny. It just kept getting said yesterday about my dad. And you know what? It was not his worst version of that thing that he says. It wasn't the worst version, because the guy is from New York. Sort of close. I get it. Swung on and hit hard down the left field line. That is getting down. Westerfield coming home. The throw keeps the runners, and another run scores for post 39. Another RBI single from Patrick Rule. 15 at any point after 3 is the mercy rule. So the walk-off run now at the plate, Ryan Fuscaldo, if he were to somehow hit a home run. He swings, grounds it softly to third. Pumping, the throw to first in time. And that'll be the inning. So Eli Murphy finishes it. But South Kingstown puts up 3 more in the top of the 4th. And they are up 12-0.
As a reminder to fans, after the final game tonight featuring Missoula and Post 22 Hard Hats, there's a fireworks show right here at the Fitz. The blue seats are all reserved seats.
4 hits.
Be mindful of that. There will be season ticket holders who will want their seats. Thank you very much.
4 hits. Score 3 runs. All 3 of them earned. Still no errors on the defense. Pretty impressive. And 2 men left aboard. 12-0 the score. Post 39 just having a game right now. Let me give you a look at what the schedule has in store for us. Sorry, that's rain delay. Anyways, here's what the schedule has. We already played the Azteca Bellevue West. Bellevue West improved to 3-0 on a close 5-4 game where they just about held on. Then we've got this game. That game with Premier West and Scott. Well, considering it's 11:23 right now, not going to happen at that time. But it will happen eventually. Probably more like noon. Maybe noon 15. Something like that. Premier West then going to play Pinnacle Bank Post 32 at 2 o'clock-ish. Probably more like 2:30. Then about 5, Expos play Pinnacle Bank Post 32. That's the Junior Legion squad. And then we have our nightcap feature presentation, the Hard Hats versus Missoula, with the Firecracker show after the game. Gonna want to be a part of that.
On the bottom of the 4th of Lobos, number 18, catcher, King Goddard.
And that is it. So there you go. There's a look at what we have left for the rest of the day here on Hard Hats TV. Bringing you all the games from the Firecracker tournament. Lobos back up in the bottom of the inning, foul ball into the glove of the catcher. That was a half-hearted swing from Badr Tolar. Bat speed of maybe like 5 miles an hour. High ball taken. Swing and a miss. That one a little more enthusiastic. Same result though. Strikeout looking, or strike swinging. The 1-2. Swung on and grounded off the pitcher's glove. It goes over to second to throw to first in time. And a 1-4-3 put out. Gonna retire Badr Tolar for the first out of the 4th.
First baseman, number 5, Ben Kaskarski.
We'll go back to the pitch count. Pick a pitch cam. Gazowski lining up on the left side of the plate. Oh wait, we're gonna make a change. So after 2 1/3 of scoreless ball, Liam Seagal leaves the game. And Seagal moves into right. Matos stays in center. And the other right fielder, Ryan Fuscaldo, going to come up on the mound to pitch. Liam Seagal going to earn the win, as Matos did not pitch long enough. But 2 1/3 of scoreless ball from him. Only allows 3 hits. Walks 1. Hits nobody.
New pitcher for Rhode Island.
Good job there from Seagal.
Ryan Fuscoldo.
He will get the win. Ryan Fuscoldo now coming on to the mound. If you don't mind me, I'm going to adjust the times of these other streams. I already put this one intentionally back 30 minutes because I knew this was going to happen. I'm going to go with noon for the one after this, but at this rate, probably not. Definitely not 2 for the one after that. I'll go 2:15. 2:15 feels reasonable. I mean, they'll rush them in their warm-ups. We gotta put the Expos game at 5. I feel like it's a fair estimate because at some point the weather's gonna get in the way, as always. And then the Mavs game, 7:15. That's a good idea. All right. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hit high and into left field. Plays made out there by Boone Bassett, and the second out now recorded. Fuscoldo gets his first out. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th. Up comes Weiler Lyons. Grounded out. Swung on, fouled away. Strike 1. Ball 1 taken. Another ball. 2-1. Swung on and driven into right center. That ball is getting to the track where the geese used to be. Bounce off the wall. Rounding for second. Heading for third. The ball getting to the relay man. The throw going to be late. And triple coming in for Isaiah Pope, who didn't even start as a batter on this lineup. He's only here because he's a pitcher. Impressive for him. A 2-out triple. Now that we got men on, we are at the wide angle full time. It's fun while it lasts. Coach Ewing here, giving me a hello point. Popped up and out of play by Weiler Lyons. A couple of Premier West kids getting here with their headphones on. They both look like brothers who got here together. I'm going to guess this is the Aragons. Strike 2. And now a 1-2 count. Fastball. Fouled. No, wait. Yes. It was hit off of the nub, the grabby part of the bat, the handle even. That would be the word for the first out. Or not the first out, for a foul ball. It landed fair and then went foul on the bounce. Count now 1-2. It's going to be reached on, fouled away again. Count still 1-2. Checks, sets, delivers. Curveball well outside. Ball 2.
Thank you, youngsters.
Lions took 1,000,000 walks last year, it felt like. I think he had like 6 or something. 2-2. Popped up in the infield. That should be playable. The catcher and oh, jeez. Hutchins Jr. collides with the catcher, Graham LaPlante. He pops right back up.
Foul on the Tigers' side.
That'll end the inning. LaPlante does hold on, but there is a collision there. We have trainers here that'll go check on him. Premier started to pull in, and they're like, we're not finished. So that'll end the inning in a weird fashion. 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. It is still, oh yeah, one man left on, bringing the total up to 6 in 4 innings for Rocky Mountain. And it is still 12-zip. The mercy rule is 8 after 5 or 15 at any point after 3. So if post 39 can put up 3 more runs, they'll walk it off. Otherwise, it's fine. We'll just play the bottom of the 5th.
Inside the 5th, Rhode Island leading off. Catcher, number 5, Graham LaPlante.
Graham LaPlante going to lead this one off after nearly taking out the coach's kid in the last inning. First pitch high and inside. Ball 1. LaPlante, a 2-run double in the second, a fly out and a sacrifice bunt. It seems redundant now. Ball 2. I'm just expecting him to hit it somewhere, so I don't want to mess it up and miss the camera switch, so we're just going to keep it on a wide. Grounded over to third. Oh, and he slips it. It was only a matter of time. Eventually, somebody was going to come in and error. The ball slips out of the hands of Murphy. His first error of the game, second of the tournament. LaPlante will reach safely. And up comes Boone Bissett. Bissett, one of 2 players not to get a hit in this game for Kingstown. It's him and Hutchins Jr. Sure he wants one. Ball high and inside. LaPlante, not necessarily a stolen base threat, but maybe. I mean, he's the catcher for a reason. But he also plays outfield, so he could be fast. 1-0. High ball 2. Two out. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball in the dirt. Take it now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three 1 for Bissett. He has 1 walk. Pope. Ball 4. And now the walk-off run comes to the plate. Quinn Matos, he had a single and came around to score in the fourth. So even the substitution player has a hit. LaPlante moves to second. Matos awaits. Strike one, delivered down the middle. I'm going to do a bit of this since I feel good. The 0-1 here to Matos. Fouled away. Strike two. Down in the count 0-2. Matos probably not too freaked out. 0-2. Strike three called at the letters. And the first out recorded of the inning. Third strikeout of the game. No. Yes, third strikeout of the game for Pope. First out. I knew somebody named Hutchins once. Mariah Hutchins, D1 basketball player at BYU right now. Was at Santa Clara. She's on my high school basketball team. We stay in contact. First pitch to Hutchins. Strike one. Take it at the letters. Hutchins seems to be fine after colliding at the end of the inning with the catcher, LaPlante, who now stares opposite of him at second. Swung on and grounded over to third. Hurdling it is LaPlante. The double play makes it anyways. I like the effort, but that is a double play. 6-4-3. And the error erased.
After the hit, double play, and the inning.
And that'll end the inning.
Moving to the bottom half, we're still 12-0.
In that inning, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, one error on the third baseman Murphy. And one man is left on. Still 12-0. So as long as the Lobos don't put up 5 runs in the bottom of this one, we will have our second mercy rule. Fuscaldo heading back out, trying to protect the shutout. It is important that they protect the shutout because the tiebreaker after wins and head-to-head is runs allowed per innings pitched. And they're doing a great job of that right now, but if they do get blown up, they'll lose that advantage they could have.
Leading off in the bottom of the fifth inning for the Lobos, number 14, Ross Frank.
Ross Frank back up. First pitch ball. Swung on and hit high and deep into right. Underneath it, making the catch, Seagal. And the first out recorded.
Fly out right, brings up to the plate. Number 8, Ty Frank.
And his brother Ty now up. Frank been shut down by the pitching all game. This Frank, maybe not so much. He has a fly out and a single. So, at least in one of those realities, he's doing well. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bear with me. ignore what you're about to see for just half a second. Okay? Ignore this part. Okay, good. Thank you. You can open your eyes now. One ball, two strikes, outside ball. Taken. Now it's 2-2 for Ty Frank, who just got his first double, or first hit of the game and the tournament a minute ago. The count now full. Full count, nobody on. Swung on and grounded over to first. Easy play. He shrugs a little, and Rhode will take it to first for the out. He goes, huh? Well, that was a little underwhelming, but I'll take it. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the fifth. One more, and it's over. Post 39 putting on a clinic here in their game against Rocky Mountain. Unfortunately for them, they've already played over half the games. They don't have like another game after this today, which is a little unfortunate for them. Foul ball, or never mind, ball outside. Taken. 1-1. Eli Murphy is up. He committed the error in the top of the inning. Had a triple in the first, a fly out to center in the third. Strike two in the top left corner. Now the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He sets, delivers, fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Ballerina count. On deck, J.J. Johnson, but likely won't matter. The 2-2. High ball 3. And the count is full. Rocky Mountain down to their final strike here. Friscaldo sets, delivers, grounded over to first again, and another easy play for Rhode. That'll be it. A 12-0 Mercy Rule victory for the South Kingston Post 39 team from South Kingston, Rhode Island. They are now 2-2. Let me show you something real quick. The standings going into this game: DC Electric, Bellevue West on top 3-0. They won over Pueblo this morning. Then the Hard Hats at 2. Pinnacle Bank, who comes up next, they'll have a doubleheader. They are at 3. The Expos still got to play more games. Azteca are 2-2, but now South Kingstown is 2-2. They do have a loss to the Azteca head-to-head from last night, where they lost 1-7. So they are not going to be able to. They'll be down no matter what, as long as they're tied with the Azteca at 2-2. The Missoula Mavericks have to play later tonight against the Hard Hats. They were 2-0. And Rocky Mountain falls into last place, but maybe not for long. Sorry, not Papillion. Papillion isn't playing next. It's Premier West versus Scott next. Big win to move up in the standings for both of them. Yeah, that's what I got. And then Pinnacle Bank, Papillion, La Vista, Post 32. That 2-0 team plays Premier West. And finally, we get Expos versus them, the 1-1 Expos. Thank you all for watching Hard Hats TV. Hope you enjoyed it. Final score here: a dominant win for Rhode Island Post 39 over the Rocky Mountain Lobos. They get their second win, 12-0 the final. Stay tuned, about 20 minutes, and we get Scott Premier.